So we can see that these little purple squares down here, we can look and we can see that everything pretty much has the word NetSuite in front of it, which means that this is coming straight from NetSuite. So this is all the information that's automatically being pushed over. And as you can see, there's a lot of it that's automatically being pushed over from your NetSuite instance. So you're able to really be able to dive into a lot more detail just based off of all this information. Again, you don't have to use all this information. You can focus on what's important to you. You also have the option of doing different connections. So I started playing around with this yesterday, and what I did was I tried out to see how easy it would be to create a new connection. So what I did was I was able to actually link my Google Drive for Plative into my NSAW or NSAW instance. And from there, I was actually able to go in and see which ones I had already created. So I'd already had some documentation for my NSAW of just some different data that I wanted to play with. So as you can see, these are CSV files that are inside my Google Drive instance. But in NSAW, I'm able to just click and drag. And then what happens is that we can see that it will automatically populate a table for us. So I don't have to go into Excel. I don't have to go in and try to do anything else to view this data. It's just already here for me. And it's also saved in this instance. So the Analytics Warehouse isn't just for analyzing, it's also for storing all of that data. So this really gives us an additional place to have and keep that information in there. And so we can see we have current sales data here for different years. We can also see if we wanted to add something else, we can add it here and we can create an additional table. So we can try to link them together to see what's going to be the overlapping things so that we can combine them and better analyze them and what's going on between them. So we're able to do current sales versus historical. And so that kind of provides us with a little bit more information. So we have this join diagram that we're on now. And then if we wanted to, we could go back into and we can see all the breakdown of the information. And then we also have the breakdown here. Now, what's also great about the Analytics Warehouse are these little recommendations. So it's already able to look at this join diagram and figure out what are some things that I might want to be able to extract from this data. So it can tell you how to do it for you. So you can be able to extract just by selecting. I'm going to let them answer the Q&A there. Just by selecting and being able to go in and make those changes based off those recommendations. So we'll do those recommendations for you. So if we wanted to go back and create a new connection, all we'd have to do is we could go in and we have the options here of our different create options. And we could look at the different connections available. So right now there's 41 different connections that are already pre-built. So say you have your Salesforce data or your Google Drive data or Dropbox, Google Analytics. So all of these are already pre-built connectors. So you don't have to go in and do the connection. All you have to do is what I was able to do with my Google Drive was just be able to populate this information. And I was able to easily do that just through my Google Drive connector. I didn't have to deal with any coding or any information like that. It was something I was able to figure out on my own. I'm not a super technical person. And it was easy to be able to make that connection and then have the information populate over. A question about the live data. I did actually go into my Google Drive itself and make a change to like the way it was set up. And when I went back into the NSAW instance and I refreshed it, it showed that change. So it did show it from the Google Drive instance. Regarding the NSAW NetSuite data, that gets pushed over on a daily basis. It's typically overnight, but you get to set that within the admin controls.